Joseph gets sent to Egypt to be a slave for 13 years. 13 years is a long time to feel forgotten. You're stuck in this place because of your brother's hatred and jealousy. Have you ever been there? Meekness is also recognizing that God is in control. In Genesis 42, we see a story about Joseph. Here's a story of a family that is torn apart. Joseph was the favorite. I mean, raise your hand if you're the favorite. I'm just kidding. Maybe raise your hand if you know you're not the favorite. Anyways, he was daddy's favorite. His dad's name was Jacob. I mean, he did everything special for Joseph. He made him a coat of many colors. He gave him the best of everything, the best schooling, the best of everything, the most prized room in the house. I mean, he was his favorite. And because of this favoritism, the rest of the brothers, they became very angry. They didn't like Joseph, to the point of they wanted to kill him. So one of the brothers like, hang on just a minute. Maybe let's hide him and then sell him into slavery and tell dad that he got killed by wild animals. And so they concocted this plan together and they sold him into slavery and let their dad believe that he had been killed because they brought the coat of many colors with blood all over it. And sadness was all upon Jacob's face because his favorite son had been killed, or he thought had been killed. And Joseph gets sent to Egypt to be a slave for 13 years. Think about that for a moment. 13 years is a long time to feel forgotten. 13 years is a very long time to feel abandoned. You're a slave. You're stuck in this place because of your brother's hatred and jealousy. It wasn't your fault. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been in a place of abandonment? Have you ever been in a place that you felt like you were all alone? But God had his hand on Joseph. And because of a set of miraculous events, Joseph is elevated to the prime minister of Egypt. He's second in command. And under his command, a famine breaks out. And people from all around the region are coming in because they don't have any food. They're starving. And Jacob and his family and his sons, these sons that had hated Joseph, they're a part of this. There's people that are starving. So Jacob sends his sons to Egypt to get grain. And the brothers that hated Joseph are on the way to need something from the very person that they tried to kill. Now, I don't know about you, but in that moment, it would have been very hard in the conversation when Joseph's brothers came in to ask for grain, not to have something in our hearts. Can I get a witness? These are the people that tried to destroy you. These are the people that tried to hate you. How many of us will be like, all right, here's my opportunity to get my justification. Here's my opportunity to get them back. But this is not what Joseph did. He had all the rights. He had all the justification. But in Genesis 45, verses 5 through 9, read it with me. This is Joseph talking. But don't be upset and don't be angry with yourselves for selling me to this place. Hang on just a minute. Don't be upset. Don't be angry for throwing me in a pit, sending me off to slavery, having a dude's wife lie about me, thrown in prison. Sounds upside down. Joseph keeps talking. It was God who sent me here ahead of you to preserve your lives. This famine that has ravaged the land for 2 years will last 5 more years, and there will be neither plowing nor harvesting. God sent me ahead of you to keep you and your families and to preserve many survivors. So it was God who sent me here, not you. And he is the one who made me an advisor to Pharaoh, the manager of his entire palace, and the governor of all of Egypt. Now hurry back to my father and tell him, this is your son Joseph. And what he says, God has made me the master of all the land of Egypt. So come down to me immediately. Essentially, what Joseph is saying to his brothers, What you meant to harm me, God has used to help you. What does that apply to us today? That when the enemy comes into our life trying to destroy us by people lying after us and pushing things, agendas on, and doing whatever they want to do against us, that God will use that in our lives. What the devil means to destroy us, God will use to elevate us. This is a beautiful picture of what true meekness looks like. And it should remind us that God is in control. He's in control of our business. He's in control of any promotion that is in front of us. You don't have to connive or undercut others to advance in your company. That God is in control. Why? Because meek is not weak. Meekness is power under control. Meekness is refusing to use our rights to get our own way. Meekness is recognizing that God is in control. And lastly, meekness is relying on God to elevate you.